Wow. Long time no see. I know it's been a little MIA, and I know if you don't follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you're a little confused by the title, which is totally understandable because I kind of just, I don't know, I ghosted y'all. I got a shake on my teeth. Cody and I and Miller are moving to New York City. Wow, what a turn of events. How did we go from shopping for a house to buy to now going back to renting and living in a completely different area? Because I've said for the longest time that Nashville was my forever home. Also, please ignore my hair, not perfectly slicked back because I have a hair mask in, so it's not holding it as well as I would like. But you know, it's fine. This is just an update video. It's not that serious. I mean, it is pretty serious what we're talking about today. So last I left off, we were renovating our upstairs. Finished renovating the upstairs with the new floors and everything. And then the backyard, we were doing landscaping and we were doing like a few things here and there. Hopefully find our forever home. Well, not forever home, but like one that we would live in the next 5 to 10 years. So we were looking constantly every single day, multiple times a day. I was best friends with Redfin and I wasn't finding anything. Obviously there's not as much houses for sale right now, and people aren't like really like newer builds, which is what we were looking for, aren't really flexible because they obviously paid a lot of money for these renovations or whatever, for the house to be built, and they need to make a profit. We were looking for a house, couldn't find a house, just getting frustrated. Right before we put our house back up on the market, like about a month and a half ago, Cody and I took Miller for a walk and I was stressed out. I was like, oh, there's some open houses I guess we can go to, see what we like. And Cody was like, well, you know what? If you ask me what I want to do right now, it's just pick up and move to New York. And I was like, oh, like I didn't know that was an option. Like I just assumed it was always something we would talk about, like we would move there for like 3 months, just like a short-term rental situation, never like full-on move. And obviously Cody is higher up in his work, so that also adds like a level of unknown. I was shocked, but I was thrilled because I'm like, okay, I'm always down for a new adventure, but I was like a little emotional about it because like I literally thought I'd be living here for the rest of my life. And I never really expected to be picking up and moving, but like I wanted to, obviously, or else I wouldn't be doing it. Basically, since the last trip to the Hamptons, I've known, so I guess that's August, that we were gonna eventually move to New York City. I couldn't talk about it because Cody is higher up in his work. Like I couldn't come on here and talk to you guys about moving while Cody and like have his boss find out that he's moving, you know what I mean? So he had to figure that out. He figured it out. Everything's good. They're just putting him in a new position that's actually higher up, which is very exciting for him. And he is doing his work and he's going to be doing it remotely and coming back to Nashville once a month. I guess I have to backtrack a little bit. When we were talking about buying a house and couldn't find anything, we were like, okay, so we're going to have to rent. So we can either rent here or we can rent in New York City. Obviously we can get a lot more here, or we can just try somewhere new. We obviously chose to try somewhere new. I'm honestly so excited. I know this is the best move for Cody and I. I haven't talked to a single person whenever I tell them, even you guys on Instagram, that's been like, oh, that's a bad move. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, that makes sense. That's what you guys need to do. Because I can further my career, because as you guys know, I've talked about it many times, I want to work in fashion. I would love to work as a stylist, but I just want to be in fashion. Like, I know I'm an influencer that does fashion, but like I want to do both. I want to have my cake and eat it too. I want to be an influencer, but I also want to have like a job. I'm applying to places, haven't gotten anything, but you know, influencer isn't exactly like a desirable probably person to work for you. But I will figure it out. So that takes us to putting our house up on the market. Put our house up on the market, we priced it to sell, we kept dropping it. I mean, we still make money off the house, obviously, but like we probably could have gotten more if we weren't in like a time crunch, because we don't want to be moving to New York in like February when it's fucking cold. Our house was up on the market for 15 days, that's it. And we got an offer and we accepted it. So our house went under the inspection, I think it was like early October. Everything came back good, which is exciting because I was like really nervous about that kind of situation because you never know. Agreed on everything and we're set to close on the 7th of November which is crazy because the day I'm filming this, it's 2 weeks from tomorrow. Things are happening. They're happening pretty fast, but it's also kind of like crazy because it's such a busy season. Like we're literally getting rid of so much stuff, donating it, and then also selling some of it on like Facebook Marketplace. Like I have to downsize my entire Christmas collection of stuff. Like I have to get rid of my big Christmas tree because that box is ginormous. Like you just collect so much crap when you live in a house that's 2,000 square feet, which is why I'm kind of excited to like cut that in half, more than half, and start new and just get rid of crap. You know, that feels really good because we have applied for an apartment. We offered $300 more a month, still didn't get it. They got stronger applicants. So now we're going back to New York to hopefully find an apartment. It's a process, but I'm very excited because I know it's the right thing. And I think you guys know it's the right thing. I'm devastated. Like if I think about it too much, I'm gonna cry. I'm so lucky that the best friends that I've made here in Nashville are gonna be people I stay in touch with. And I'm so grateful that Cody's job has him coming back once a month because, you know, my friends are never too far away. I have literally like 3 or 4 friends, which is all I need, you know? I'm like a close circle girl. And, you know, I'm not closing the chapter forever on Nashville, but for now, it's shut. We're gonna see how many years we wanna be in New York. It could be a year. It could be 5 years. It could be forever. Who knows? And that's something I've learned from this entire experience is that forever isn't always forever. It sounds really depressing because it sounds like I'm talking about my marriage. I'm definitely not. To say forever for something is a lie, in my opinion, because you're constantly changing. You're learning new things. You're getting new experiences and things can change so fast. And yeah, so I never will probably ever say forever. I'll never have a forever home, at least maybe until I'm like 50. That's where I'm at. I just had to film this because I knew I needed to explain some things instead of just like posting a TikTok that was really quick or like making a stupid caption on Instagram, because there's just so many layers to this. And I think I covered them all. We're trying to find an apartment in like a reasonable price range for New York, of course. We are looking pretty much all over. I like Lower Manhattan, but I'm open to like Upper West Side, Upper East Side, and also Brooklyn, but only like 2 stops into Brooklyn. I don't want to get too far deep in there because I know I'll never leave because I'm 8 minutes from downtown Nashville and I never leave my house. Cody's got to sell his car. I have to sell my car, all within the next 2 weeks. So if anyone has any experience doing that, let me know some tips because I don't know shit, honestly. Do I sell it to like Carvana? Do I sell it to Carfax? Like, what do we all do? We can't decide right now if we want to get movers or if we want to put everything in a U-Haul and move it ourselves, because as I said before, we are definitely getting rid of a lot of our furniture. I have to get rid of my dream couch right here because I just don't think having a white couch in New York City is the move, with Miller especially because his little paws, you know, they get dirty. So that's devastating because I fucking love this couch. But originally we were just like, oh, we're gonna move for like 1 to 2 years and then we'll buy a house once the market fixes itself, which obviously we have no idea when that's gonna be. So originally I was like, I'll just put it in a storage unit and use it again in 2 to 3 years. But now I'm like, yeah, that's not realistic. If this couch and I are meant to be, we will find our way back to each other. But I'm definitely keeping my Togo chairs and like my burl wood and all that jazz. Got a new bed. We're getting rid of our old bed. It's just, oh, I might have to sell my dining table, which is heartbreaking, but I don't know, just a lot. So if anyone's in the Nashville area, they're interested in something that I own, let me know, because got it. My next video will probably be more like fashion related because it's been so long. I couldn't film anything because I was like scared to talk about anything. So yeah, I'm so excited, and I hope you guys are excited for me and Cody and Miller. I'm hoping Miller's allergies are a lot better in New York, but you know how it is. Probably not. I will talk to you all later. Oh, and prepare for the moving vlogs and the apartment hunts. Bye!